Hello my beautiful people, my name is Anutando Molosi, your girl. So, if you are a single parent or you are a parent that is raising a kid alone, we're no longer together with the father or the mother of that kid. Do you know that if your child is underage, all that hard work that you're doing, especially for those parents that are not even involved, that don't even care what your child eats, what they wear, it's winter, they don't even know how much the sweater is, they don't even know their sizes for that matter. Do you know that the work that you're working hard for, that life cover, that 2 million life cover, that 5 million pension fund from your work if you're employed by corporate, that investment, those businesses, all the things, all the assets that you are putting your child as a beneficiary for, those 80%, whatever the percentages are, even if you put the other people, but obviously in most cases people put their kids with the higher percentage. Do you know that should you pass away, God forbid, and the other partner or the other parent comes and claims their kids, and they can even come and lie, even though they didn't want to support the kid, they can even come and lie and say it's because they didn't give me access, blah 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 blah, even if you know that they're lying. Because I mean, at this stage, at this day and age, who does not allow the other parent to have access to their kids? Anyways, we're not there. And this is not about gender. There are also females that also are careless about their kids, that don't even stay with their kids, that don't even know what their kids wear, what they eat, and the kids are just living with their daddies. But my point is, that money that you are working so hard for to make sure that your kids have a better future, if your kids are underage, the other parent, whether they were responsible or not, they will receive those benefits on behalf of your kids because they are going to be the legal guardian. And no matter how much you can stipulate in your will that I want my mom to be a guardian to my kid when I'm no longer here, the legal parent, the biological parent, will always have the upper hand, and legally they qualify to claim their kids back, right? Then that means they can, especially if you're dealing with cruel people. We know them. We know there are some cruel people out there that do things, that don't even want to support their kids, and go in line and say no access, blah 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 blah, and say all those things that people say just to run away from their responsibilities. So they can even claim that kid just for the period until all the monies are out, and then they take them back and give them to your parents at a later stage and all the benefits they've received. So let's talk about that. And I want you to hear me out. You are working so hard. You are sacrificing a lot. You are sacrificing a lot. You're sacrificing your life to make sure your kids have a better future. I will help you. You can inbox me if you don't know how. But what I'm saying is reality. I want the lawyers or anyone, social workers. I know my friend is a social worker who spoke about this the other day. I told her what I was thinking, and I'm like, my friend, and she's like, yo, and we've had stories like that where the kids end up having nothing at the end of the day because the other parent, I mean, if a person is not bothered by their own kids while you're still alive as the other responsible parent, and it's solely your responsibility alone to take care of your child, how can you trust that person with your money? And you know, some exes are bitter, guys. Maybe they can't even accept the fact that you guys are no longer together, whatever the case may be. Sometimes they're not even bitter. Maybe they might even take the money and think they're going to open a business and things don't work out. But at the end of the day, what will happen? The money that you've worked so hard for, that money, they can blow it even before your child is at the age where they can handle their own finances. By the time your child is 18, there's like literally nothing left from the legacy that you've left for them behind. So this is not only for single parents. I'm coming to the married people as well. I want you to hear me out. But for those that want to put measures in place, because there are things that you can put in place to ensure that your kids are protected even when you're no longer here. And not only from your ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-partner, or baby date or baby mama, also from your parents or from your siblings. Guys, life happens, right? And you don't know what will happen. And we all know, we've seen I blow it. And it's not because maybe those people are bitter or anything for that matter. They might like you, they might love you, but we all know, especially in the African families, we only starting these days to learn about this thing, to learn about wealth, to learn about a lot of money. But we all know that not everyone grew up having millions at hand. And even the people that I blew it, maybe someone saw that I've won a 1 million rand from the lottery or something, and then they've used the money until they only wake up when there's only 20 rands left. It's because that person was never trained and they've never handled such huge amounts of money before. So anything can happen. Just hold on for me. As I was saying, so anything can happen, and sometimes it might not even be from a bad point of view. It might not even be from a bad ex. You might even have a friendly relationship with your baby dad or baby mama. That's okay, but they might take the money for your kids, and that's not what you want. And they might want to start a business or start whatever, and things don't work out and they lose all that money. And then at the end of the day, your child is left with nothing. That's not what you want, right? So let's come to the married people as well. So you are married to this person and you pass away, God forbid, and you guys, obviously at that time when you guys are married, you all sharing the same vision, you all sharing the same goals about your kids, because they are your kids together. There's a celebrity guy, I don't even know his name, who his wife passed away, and 6 months later that guy was married to another person. And in most cases, I'm a female, and I'm not trying to be bitter, but we know other females can be very dangerous. Now you're no longer there. You guys have put things in place for your kids, you've invested, you've put all these things, your money will pay out and so on. But your husband, you are gone now, you are dead. He's going to find another wife. And that wife might not have the best interest of your kids at their heart as you did for your own kids, or that husband for that matter. It can be vice versa. It's not a gender-based video, but it's a video where the other spouse or the other partner is no longer available, and then there's someone else to replace you in that picture, whether you're a man or a girl. What happens to the future of your kids? They might take the money with the new wife and do whatever that they want to do with it. You are not there. You cannot protect your kid or your kids at that stage. So it's so important that you put measures in place while you still can and while you're still alive. So if you want to know about this, if you want to know what you can do, because there are things that you can do, there are options, please inbox me or please get my number from the bio, and let's book a mentorship session with me. It's very affordable, but I'll give you all the details when you inbox me. But this is so important, because at the end of the day, we don't think about these things, and anything can happen at any time, God forbid, but you don't want your kids to suffer when you're no longer there to take care of them. I hope you make the right choice. I think this video is too long. I'm gonna make a part 2 also, just to finish talking about this. Cheers, my people.